Hello students. In last lecture, we have completed our first lesson, Introduction to Information Technology. Uh, Hopefully, you have completed the exercise as well as tutorial. Today, we are going to start the third lesson instead of second one. In third lesson, we are going to design different type of web pages. We have already practically solved much more part of this lesson. Under this lesson, we are going to study working of web, components of web, introduction to HTML5, basics related to tags and text formatting tags, then heading levels, inserting images in a web page and creating hyperlinks, forms in HTML, use of scripting in HTML, then basics of JavaScript and simple JavaScript programs. Within all these topics, we have completed mostly 50% part of these topics. I think up to inserting images, we have completed it practically. Just revise it today. First of all, go to the introductory part. Now we know that today online resources is become an integral part of our day-to-day life. Internet is the powerful media to transmit the information. That information may be in the format of messages, that may be in the format of images, videos, or that may be the web pages. The web pages of the information displayed on the internet are referred as web pages. The standards and formats for presenting text and graphics on the internet are developed and approved by WWW governing authorities. That means whatever the different contents of our web pages, all that web page contents are approved by the WWW, that means the World Wide Web. Now, as you know that we can create the very attractive presentations. You have also created some presentations which are very attractive, and by using that attractive presentations, we can generate the different type of websites. Rather, we can say that these attractive presentations give rise to the inventions of websites. Now let's see how these websites work. You know that when you type any URL, that means the website address on your computer's browser, that time that data goes to the server. From our LAN server, it goes to the man server passes it to the WAN server, and then WAN server provides response to the man server, and man server displays the provided output to the LAN server. Okay, and then from LAN server, we can see the required website contents on our browser. This is the complete working of any World Wide Web. We already perform it. Then components of web. Which are the different components of page? First one is the web page. Web page means a single page within the website. It may contain text or images or sound, anything. That single file is known as the web page. The next one is the website. Website means the collection of interlinked web pages. Different web pages can be linked with each other, and that collection is known as the website. Then web browser. Web browser means a supporting tool or a special software used by the internet to display the required website by the user. For example, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, uh, Mozilla Firefox, all these are the different web browsers. And under this web browser, we are just typing the website address, and then we can see the web page content. The next one is the web server. Web server is an application or a single computer system that sends the web pages over the internet using the HTTP protocol. You know that HTTP protocol is used to transmit the internet data from one location to the another location. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The functionality of the website is managed by the web server. Different web servers are Apache web server, Nginx web server, IIS web server. Now these web servers having the different functions. Currently we are not going in that direction. Just remember the names of the web server as Apache, Nginx, IIS, etc. IIS stands for Internet Information Services. The next one is the URL. URL means the website address of any web page. Whatever the different addresses you are typing on the server or on the browser, that address is nothing but the URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. Then HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, used by World Wide Web for the client server communication. Client server communication means, client means we people are the clients, and server means where complete data is stored with all administrative rights. That system is known as the server, and the communication between client and server is done by the HTTP. The next concept is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and this HTML is used to write the code for the web pages. These web pages are linked to one another to generate the website. Okay, these are the different concepts used in web. Now let's see the HTML5. We are studying HTML5. HTML is the standard language for developing and creating interactive web pages, and it is introduced by Tim Berners-Lee. We already studied the name of this scientist as the founder of World Wide Web. Also, HTML is found by the Tim Berners-Lee. HTML documents are created in any text editor and can be run on any computer that has a web browser. We can create our HTML documents. Currently, you know that you are creating HTML document on a notepad, and you can run it on any browser. You can run the same page on the Internet Explorer, that may be run on Google Chrome, that may be on Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator, or Opera, or any browser can be used to run the current HTML document. HTML is compatible with most of the web browsers. Then let's see the structure of the HTML. We know that HTML tags are enclosed within the angular brackets. Such type of brackets are used to enclose the HTML tags. And whatever the data we are typing under these brackets, that are known as the tags. Now, when we start HTML5, we are typing initially doctype HTML. After that, we are providing HTML. Then the heading section by using the head tag, title section by using the title tag, and actual executable part under the body to end of body part. Then let's see its different attributes. First of all, we are providing HTML head title. Then we are providing the title as the first page. Then we have ended the title. Then we have also ended the heading portion, and then provided the body tag. And for the body tag, we have used the attribute BG color. BG color means the background color, and its value is green. BG color आपण कोणता प्रोव्हाइड करतोय? ग्रीन प्रोव्हाइड करतोय. मग हा ग्रीन जो काही आहे दॅट इज द व्हॅल्यू. ही व्हॅल्यू आपण प्रोव्हाइड करतोय या बीजी कलर ऍट्रिब्यूटची. ऍट्रिब्यूट आणि त्याची व्हॅल्यू ह्या फॉर्मॅट मध्ये आपल्याला डेटा प्रोव्हाइड करता येतो. देन दिस इज माय फर्स्ट वेब पेज. आता जेव्हा तुम्ही हा प्रोग्राम एक्झिक्यूट कराल त्यावेळेला तुम्हाला काय आउटपुट मिळणार आहे? अ वेब पेज विथ ग्रीन बॅकग्राउंड विथ द डेटा This is my first web page. ग्रीन बॅकग्राऊंड वर ब्लॅक कलर मध्येच हा डेटा मिळणार. इथे आपण कोणत्याही डेटासाठी कलर टाकलेला नाहीये, त्याच्यामुळे फक्त बॅकग्राऊंड कलर ग्रीन मिळणार आहे, बाकी डेटा तुमचा ब्लॅक असणार आहे. Then classification of HTML tags. Now we have not gone through all these tags. That is the basic structure. First of all, let us complete the tags. HTML tags are categorized as container tags and empty tags. Container tags are also known as the pair tags or doubly tags. That means we have to provide the starting as well as ending of that tag. This is indicated as the ending part. Here also ending part. These are known as the pair tags or doubly tags or container tags. And some tags just like break and HR, we are not providing any end for these tags, and these tags are known as the empty tags or singular tags. The एकटेच येतात, therefore we are calling it as the singular tags. Now see the basic structure of HTML. In our programming up to now, we have gone through the HTML head, end of head, end of title, then body, and still we have not used the header, nav, section, article, aside. All these tags are not used. We will use it further. First of all, see the basic structure of HTML. First of one, HTML and HTML. This tag indicate that the document is an HTML file. Head to end of it indicates the heading portion of the file. Title to end of title indicates the title of the program, and it gets displayed on the browser's tab. The next one is the body to end of body. This is the actual execution part of our web page. Whatever the different contents we are providing here, all that contents will be displayed as the web page output. Then under the structure, first of all, we are typing doc type HTML. It is the document type declaration, and it lets the browser the flavor of HTML. Flavor of HTML, that means we are using currently HTML5, and to indicate our document as HTML5, we have to use the doc type HTML. See here. Then we are providing HTML, then head, then title, then end of title, end of head, body, then header portion of our program, then nav for navigational or whatever the different navigational links we are providing. All that links are under this nav to end of nav. Then we are ending the header portion. Then if we have to create the special sections, then we can use the section tag, and under that section we can generate the different articles. Then to create a special part on a website, we can use the aside tag, and then we can end by using the footer tag. See here, this is the header part, then nav part, then this is the section, this is article, this is aside, and this is the footer. This is the complete structure of our website. It is not essential that we have to use each and every part of all these structural data. We can use as per our requirement. We have just seen all these things. Then text formatting elements. Which elements are used for formatting the text? Here, see, bold is used, then italic is used, then mark is used. Subscript and superscript is also used, then insertion and deletion. All these things are used under this program. We have also used it in our program. For that, we have used the name as a basic tags. See here, B tag is used to provide the bold effect, I tag is used to provide the italic effect. U is used for the underline effect. Then small is used to display the small font size. Sub is used to provide the subscript effect. Sup is used to provide the superscript effect. Then ins is used to insert special data within the document. Then del is used to delete the text. Then mark is used to highlight the data. We already perform all these things practically. See the output of this programming. The next program was the heading levels. We know that we can use total 6 heading levels from H1 to H6. H1 is the highest heading level and H6 is the lowest heading level. हा program आठवतोय ना? Here we have provided our college name from H1 to H6. Also, we have provided the alignments just like left, right, and center. All that things we have done practically. Then here alignments are given just like a H1 align equal to center. Then you can get the H1 data at the center position. The next one is the inserting image and horizontal line and a paragraph. Now we have to insert the image. You already inserted multiple images on a single page. And for that, we have to use the img tag. Under that img tag, we have to provide the different attributes such as src for the source, then height to provide the height of the image, width to provide the width of the image, and alt is used to describe the image. In many browsers, your image may not be displayed. In that case, whatever the alternate name you have provided, that name will be indicated as the image. These are the different attributes. Then here, one simple example is given to display an image. Here, img source equal to desert.jpg. We know that we can use the jpg, gif, dmt, png extension to insert the image, and it is having the attribute as height equal to 400, width equal to 400, and alt equal to desert name. Always remember that whatever the data you are providing under alt, it should be your image related data. In case if your image does not get displayed, then this alt data may indicate the image. The next one is the hr tag. hr means horizontal line. Horizontal line is displayed by default in gray color, and it is having the different attributes as color, width, and size. And one more tag was p tag. P tag is used to define the paragraphs. Paragraphs means multiple line data can be generated by using the p tag. P tag having 4 types of alignments: left, right, center, and justify. We can provide the justify effect also by using this p tag. Up to here, we have completed everything practically. And from next lecture, we will create a table. Okay, then we will stop here today.